Hello, welcome to today's class. I would like to discuss today one more topic. Today's session on uh, communication skills and life skills. This is purely for lab third semester students. This is very important for the students to how to enhance their communication skills, how to uh, get fluency. uh, very important um, chapters are there. There are nearly uh, 10 chapters are there. From the chapters we will discuss. um, One is first is listening skills, second communication skills. In the communication skills we introduce oneself, uh, describing objectives, communication skills, talking about the past is a one part. Just a minute is nothing but job. And life skills, life skills in the coming to life skills, uh, one is attitude, seventh one this is, eighth one is goal setting, and ninth one problem solving and decision making skills, 10th one critical thinking and creativity, 11th leadership and teamwork, and last time management. So these are the units we have. First unit is listening skills, second also listening two, the listening one, and listening two. The second unit is contain, containing two uh, chapters. One is introducing oneself, describing objectives, remaining communication skills, talking about the past. Just a minute. The coming to life skills, remaining are comes under life skills. We know after completion of this syllabus, you'll get a lot of qualities: how to overcome a problem, how to get a creativity, how and how we how to describe an objective, and how to participate in job program, how to develop positive attitude, and how to choose a goal setting. These are all comes under. So today I would like to discuss about communication skills, introduction, and communication skills and introduction. The first part I would like to discuss with you. As you know, this is CH Narsaya. My designation is senior lecturer in English, working at Edge Government Polytechnic, Adilabad. Here, today's session already I gave an introduction. Today we are going to be discuss about introduction to communication skills and life skills. The next video, next PPT onwards, we will discuss uh, remaining chapters. Today, what do you mean by communication? Communication means transfer information. Communication means transfer information, exchanging waves. Here, one person is sending, other person recipient. Communication skills means transfer introduction of information, ideas, feelings from one person to another. Ideas, sharing ideas, feelings, one person to other person. Communication is a complex activity involving words, body language, voice, tone, and volume also. Communication is two type. One is verbal language and non-verbal language. As we know, our body, without speaking a word, we can send thousand um, words. We can speak thousand words with the body. It's called non-verbal language. Using sentences, using words is called verbal language. Body language, body, it indicates whether we are happy mood, whether we are sad. We can assess that person's whether he is in a happy or angry or sad mood with his voice. If a person is angry, his voice pitch is more. If a person is sad, his voice level is pitch, his level is slow. Body language also, we can find with body language a person is very happy or not. The sad movement is body language different. Happy movement is body language different. Jovial. Communication is effective when the recipient of the message understand. If a sender may sends a message, if a recipient may takes perfectly, that communication is effective. Understand its meaning. The recipient understands its meaning and can express that meaning and can express that back. The recipient has to take and understand, and again he has to give back. He has to speak to the speaker or sender of the message. As we know, the communication is a written communication and a oral communication. So, communication is a complex activity. Communication with words, body language, voice, and tone. But when it is successful, the recipient may understand and whether he gives is a response. That is, the communication is successful. So communication ever since the about the language, ever since the dawn of civilization of man has been trying to explicit exploit the communication for his day-to-day life. It means expresses. Ever since the birth, from birth onwards, man's civilization starts. The communication starts. The communication maybe gestures, or maybe whether according to their convenience. The man, earlier man, first ever man, he was expressed his communication with Eve. Earlier man, Adam, expressed his communication with Eve. So the both are you can understand the feelings of Adam. So same way. So from the civilization onwards, dawn of civilization on the earth itself, the communication was started. So hence it has a very important, a vital role in our day-to-day life. Without communication, we should not understand anything. We should not express our feelings. We should not understand the others' feelings too. Here, for communication take place, there must be a both sender and receiver. The two parties are very very important in the communication. Who are they? One is sender, another one is receiver. Without sender, there is no communication. Without receiver, there is no communication. There are two persons are very very important: the sender and receiver. Sender has to give good right communication, and receiver also has to understand the right. If the sender may communicate the proper communication, the receiver will be understand. The communication is has a very very important role. It plays very crucial in the nowadays a very very to sell a person to getting job in their life, or promoting themselves, getting prospering themselves, or promoting business, or whatever it may be. Every day from wake up to go to bed, we use communication to express our feelings, to understand others. Very very important, or else we should not uh, give, it's or else it's not understand, the communication is failure. So feelings also a communication, part of the communication. So but the first part, the what is here, for communication, sender and receiver both are important. Coming to the next point, listening has the ability to understand. First of all, when if a person able to communicate with other, first he has to understand, listen the proper way. Listening is a basic component of to developing communication skills. First of all, those who wants to become a good communicator, he has to listen others first. Then he has to express his feelings. Then he has to communicate with others. The ability to understand and respond efficiently to oral communication, very very important. He has to understand and respond effectively. He has to respond. If the problem with the sender, a problem with the receiver, but the communication may not be success. The sender and receiver both are important. Both should be in effective way. They have to understand the words, the terminology, the whether it is a verbal or non-verbal. Okay, listening is the best first component, the first step to developing communication skills. The ability to listen more efficiently may be acquired through discipline and practice. The listening skill, the listening skills, the will the listening skills will be efficiently maybe acquired through discipline. Listening, I would like to mention here, I would like to tell you one example. The example is a 1 year baby or 2 year baby uh, acquires communication. How? Skills language. She he or he will listen their parents, their neighbors. She go on she go on for listening their parents. Then only they will be baby will acquire the skills. That is the first listening. Then she tries to, or he tries to speak with her parents, express first, maybe vaguely, may not be clear. First our baby, 1 2 years baby may not be express her feelings properly, but she can, mother or father can understand their feelings. There gradually the baby, how baby grows, baby communication skills also grows. Baby can express her feelings effectively to understand their parents and neighbors, and finally baby joins in the school. The baby acquires the words and terminology, and there they can write, and written communication also develops. The first step is listening efficiently. It is the acquiring of this is parents always forced to make them to listen with a discipline. Discipline is important while listening, and as well as adequate practice. Practice is also important. If a person acquires some vocabulary, some words, he has to practice the vocabulary in his communication day to day, or else that will be remains as passive vocabulary, and that may not, the communication skills may be lagging behind. So I would like to, English has become the medium of instruction in almost all over the world. If we see in the entire world, all the universities that they offer uh, their courses in English only. So it's English has a greatest role, greatest position in the world, in the almost all 90 more than 90% teaching is going nowadays. Higher education 100% in the only teaching in English. This is very very important. That's why we have to understand. Since I would like to tell one more point. Since Indian independence, in independence, we are not at India still lagging behind the communication skills. India, the most of the uh, books, books and publishing, teaching, engineering and non-engineering, technical, and available in 90% of books available in only English. So you might have noticed this, the importance of English. English is very very medium of instruction. The main step was led by British India colonial government. The Macaulay was the taken initiation. British government introduced the English for to make them employees, make them employees to their govern. They were forcibly introduced, but now the people, parents, everybody encouraging their children, encouraging our children to take up their education. It can't be denied that it can't be denied that English has become the medium of instruction. So English medium is the section of the in the Telugu medium schools in a paced manner. Now uh, government introducing from Telugu medium or else mother tongue to English medium in a paced manner. It is an indication of the future of education maybe lies in English. Everyone knows the importance in English government. Recently, Andhra Pradesh government introduced under English medium schools in all the government schools in English. Every parent is very much curious to make them children in English, make them to learn in English medium. Then only, then only the instruction will be success. The private schools almost all 98 to 80 to 90%, so they are offering their education in English only. So hence we have to understand the importance of English in day to day. It can't be denied that English has become the language of the common man. Nowadays we have seen so many instances everybody can speak some words, they can utter some words. I feel confused if the one an educated person goes to supermarket to buy some vegetable or some rice. I think especially in rice, there are a number of brand rice. They feel certainly many items, many brands are there. I am feeling confused. Confused the word in English, but a normal person, and a layman, an uneducated man can speak in English. So English communication could not be denied. This becomes the language of common man. Here recently, everyone can observe, might have seen one illiterate man is selling as a street vendor, and one lady the person can speak a very fluent English. I have seen, and might have every student has might have seen it. And Kerala one gate man or a attender, she was worked in a um English medium school after her retirement. She once one video was released to in social media. She's speaking with fluent English. Though so English is man of language of common man nowadays. English or else of course some of our students lagging behind. The cause behind it, the students are not paying attention, and they are not listening properly, they are not practicing properly. That's why they are lagging behind in their communication as per census of NASCOM. They have given him a survey. Many of the students, Indian students, not able to speak fluent English, but they can manage. Though they have having technical skills, but they are a little bit extent. The main cause behind it is lack of attention, lack of listening properly, listening skills, and as well as lack of practice. This is only lack of attention. This is a cause for lack of communication skills. So exposure is important to learning and enhancing communication skills. The proper exposure is very important to learn communication skills. English has become the integral part of the education system nowadays. Here you see in the slide, English has become an integral part. Everyone, every day, now a layman, a literate man can say how much salary you want, 200 rupees, 100 rupees. But how he knows 100, 200 rupees? It is integral part. Some vocabulary unknownly was acquired. The baby doesn't know how to write 5 rupees, 5 spelling. I want 5 rupees, baby can ask. So, but how it is an integral part of the system. It is on great demand in local medium schools in the state. In our state, there is a great demand for the uh, English, including though we are offering mother tongue in our local schools. So very important. Those who are able to speak fluent English, they have abundant opportunities. They have. I can say those who are working, especially receptionists in the marketing field, they can they need more English. Though they are not well qualified, but they can manage with their communication skills. How they acquire such a communication skills? With practice. With practice only they acquire. Their necessity is mother of invention. We know the proverb. They require the communication skills to survive themselves, or else they may not be surviving the job. They may lose their jobs. That's why they are every day they are uh, pay attention. They pay attention to how to acquire the good communication. Uh, there is as coming to next point. English is the era of globalization. As we know, nearly 20 to 25% people can speak all over the world, including 15% of male and 8% of female or woman can speak English. This is the census we can know the census. So all over the world, English is spoken by all over the world. More than 100 countries they are offering their education, including African, American, Europe. Wherever we go, the medium of instruction is English. English in this era of globalization will increase the capacity of the people to communicate. The communication skills right this way. Era of communication, era of English, then exchange ideas and goods across the borders to import and export purpose. As a now a businessman requires English. A medical representative to sell as a product to promote their business, they can speak English. So English is a era of globalization. Everybody can speak it now. English language skills have become a necessity for establishing linkages with the rest of the world. If we wanted to uh, speak with foreigners, if we wanted to trade with foreigners, we need English language. It creates a linkage. It creates a link with the rest of the countries in the all over the world. The trade is nowadays is every India is a world is a global village now. Same world is a global market now. The product, one product, if a company starts, they can sell all over the world as per based on their conditions. So purpose of their global trade and their economic development, they require they require communication in English, and it in the use of new technology. That's important. The English is establishing linkage. It is that's why English is called lingua franca. It is collecting people. Lingua franca. This is the way. So the ability to communicate effectively with superiors also is a part. Colleagues and staff is essential matter. If one employee wants to communicate with superior, he requires English. If he wanted to speak with colleagues, foreign colleagues, he needs a communication. The foreign colleagues may not know their our mother tongue. So that's why the purpose of to senior, they're speaking with the senior. If you are working on site over the overseas companies, their communication must be in English, and the staff is essential no matter where you work. Staff also. If you go for America, Northern North America, South America, Europe, wherever you go, that it requires English. If everybody is very very important. English is considered essential for person's personal and professional advancement. Personal life also to persons lead to lead fulfill is food hungry. If you go for America, you have to fulfill your hungry. If you go any shop or hotel to order something, so you need English. You have to understand the menu given by that hotel or restaurant, and to advancement of their professional life, to develop their professional profession, it English is must. Hence, I would like to tell the students you how to develop your communication skills. This is the biggest skill for the technical students. The people, I think, as per as my observation, people are not serious about their communication skills. Okay, somewhat, some at least 10% of students, they are okay, they are serious about that, but feel that students feel that after the class, after leaving the class, they don't bother about again, they switch over their mother language. They thought that I'm not going to be do job anytime. How should I need it now? While before going to be join their job, they feel scared. They are in hurry to go for again coaching for coaching centers for to improve, to attend GRE, TOEFL, whatever it may be. These gate, why they need again. If they acquire communication or reading English skills, they can go through the standard books also. Communication through one more part. The communication through body language is another part I would like to tell. So, communication, body language in non-verbal communication. The communication is two types. One is verbal and non-verbal. Non-verbal, a single one face we can express. We can see persons if observing a person whether he is in angry mood, a happy mood, sad mood, jovial. Can't we? 100%. A picture is worth of 100 words, the thousands words. Body language is non-verbal communication. It involves body movements. Gesturing can also be termed as body language, which is absolutely non-verbal means of communication. 100%. Before going to be attend, you have to look after your body language. How if we see the body language of rogues or rowdies or dadas, their body language different. If you see the body language of professionals, their body language different. If they see the body language, look at the body language of students, their body language is one kind of different compared to those who people move outside the roads. So eye contact also very very important. Body language. If you're looking one side and speaking other side without having eye contact with a person, that is not fruitful. Your communication not fruitful in the non-verbal communication. Person Personal appearance also very very important. Coming to, if you see your textbook, the page number, appearance is important. Eye contact with having contact, eye contact to look at the person's directly and speaking is otherwise a person is looking at you. You see top of the floor or bottom of the floor, it means it indicating you are not confident. You are you have inferiority complex, it indicates. A personal appearance also important before going to be attend a job or something. Appearance is very very important. While before going to be job, going to be attend a job interview, how you make yourself, how you get ready yourself. Generally you get neat trimming and you comb your hair, wear a formal dress. This is a minimum way you have to take care. Appearance is important. Person's appearance is important. The person's appearance, body language. Rowdies and gundas, they have big mustaches, god beard, having beard, that's one kind of what's this is our trend. That is it. Of course head movement also important. The having head movement, you turn if you are listening to someone, you have to nod your head according to their speeches. Nodding important. If the person is very sad, like is he head turns that. If he is more bright, he like this. So head movement, the lower head or upper head is our kind of body language. And hands, keeping hands and head is also keeping like this. This is like this. This is our kind of body language. Very very important. So at the moment facial expressions also very important. If generally we see, if a bride and a bridegroom, they feel very happy. If a child, the one below a child, she always go on happy, smiling face is very happy. It indicates I am feeling happy. If a child is not happy, their facial feelings we can find. Facial expressions are very very important. This is about kind of part of communication, non-verbal communication. Smiling is very very important. And raising eyebrows also very important, seeing like this. And forward forehead, forward forehead, this is a one kind of um, non-verbal language communication. Gestures are we have to develop the gestures according to the situation. Waving hand also, this is very very important of language. Shaking hands also important. Nowadays we should not supposed to be encourage that scenario. Seems to be uh, a small virus is disturbing entire world. The world, as a cause, as a covid is caused, everyone encouraging the traditional way use of using greeting the people, namaskar, rather than the giving shake hand. The giving shake hand is a Western trend to making I'm very with you, I'm very close to you. This is one. Now we are not supposed to encourage, but it is shaking hands. So waving hands also is a part of non-verbal communication. And struggling shoulders, so this is also important. This is how it is. Our shoulders are important. Shaking hand, struggling hand, shoulders, these are the very very important. Shoulders moving, shoulders movement also very very important. And the dancing movement, that is pointing index, you are the as you only, like the pointing finger is also one kind of finger. That is a non-verbal communication. Keeping a finger, someone certainly it's a communication, And the thumbs up sign also very very important. This is giving thumbs up signs. Posture also very very important. Body posture, sitting straight and living. This is all posture also very very important. You the body posture, and body proximity, shoulders movement, and arms places. This is also very important. Body posture is standing straight on the, but we can indicating the person may be posture. This is a negative posture. Straight posture is it's a positive posture. Keeping hands also one kind of, looking at ankle, locking ankles also one kind of posture. Catapult of posture. This is one kind of posture. This is one kind of posture. Placing fingers is a posture. Facing fingertips, facing tip, dipping fingers. This is also important. One body language. Beating fingers. This is one kind of body language. Folding fingers, folding hands, arms crossed in front of the chest is also one kind of. The U, it indicates the body language of you are in a defensive mode. Hand on cheek. This is the one you are thinking something. So that is a very very important. You have to learn the movements of the body language. Body language, take care while you are speaking. The body language indicates without speaking a single word, you can express a number of things. I would like to say here. Next, coming to written communication skills. Email, sending emails and receiving emails is one kind of communication technology nowadays. The title, communication through technology. You're sending the emails are positive way and you will get the positive response. Word processor. Word processor also is one kind of communication. DTP, uh, putting typing DTP and sending letters. This DTP, it is one kind of written communication. PowerPoint project presentation, PPT. Now we are teaching with the lesson PowerPoint presentation. This is one kind of communication. Mobile communication, and then speaking over the phone or chatting with in the and sending me messages or chatting. This is the one kind of communication. Voicemail, voicemail, and telephone, teleconference is also one kind of communication. Video conference, voicemail, video conference, and World Wide Web. World Wide Web also is one kind of. Keep your body language receiver friendly. I would like to remind you, students of my friends, keep your body language receiver friendly, not for your friend purpose. మన బాడీ లాంగ్వేజ్ వేరే వాడికి పాజిటివ్ ఉండాలి. నా ఇష్టం నా బాడీ నాది అనుకో. దిస్ వీఆర్ లివింగ్ ఇన్ ద సొసైటీ. వీఆర్ మ్యాన్ ఈజ్ ఎ సోషల్ ఎనిమల్. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు లివ్ ఫర్ ద సొసైటీ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్. రిసీవర్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ బాడీ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఇస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. దట్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఫేషియల్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ, receiver friendly is very very important. Facial friendly and non-friendly. For example, friendly is a positive, non-friendly is negative. Smiling face, the friendly, and a relaxed mouth is a serious. Grimming teeth. This is not. Alert is also face. Alert, tilted head is one point of. Ready to listen. These are all the friendly and positive body language. Non-friendly, tight-lipped. Tight-lipped is not friendly. You are ferocious or you are angry. Grim smile. Grim smile also is not friendly. Raised eyebrows. See, you're showing eyebrows show rising. This is non-friendly. Jaw muscles clenched. Jaw muscles clenched is also. Eyes. Coming to eyes are very very eyes, we can express a lot of communication through eyes. Eyes are very powerful. We can express friendly positive feelings about eyes. People's dilated, we have to see, and good eye contact with seeing a good eye contact, having good eye contact is friendly. And wide open eyes also is a kind of friendly. This is very important. Looking down or looking up also, eyes are negative body language. Lack of contact. So you see looking at somewhere and you are speaking someone, no communication, That's not a right proper communication. Narrowed, see, looking something, I half of the eyes you are closed. That is called not friendly. That is not right proper communication. Head, coming to head, head is also part of non-verbal communication. Friendly about head, straight head is you are friendly with in the communication. um, Mildly nodding, mildly nodding, nodding head, mildly nodding, not so, this is not, this is negative. Mildly nodding and straight head is friendly positive body language. Non-friendly, bowed, bowed, right, this is not serious, shaking, over shaking his head is also not friendly body language. Right, you understand the intention. Next, coming to body position, friendly position, open. The open body is very very important. The tighter body is not. Body position, erect. Erecting is stating the standing strand erect. This is a one positive body language. Leaning forward, it means leaning forward. But non-friendly body language, crossed arms, crossed arms. This is not non-friendly. You have to avoid this. This is a negative body language. So legs crossed away. This is keeping one leg is one side, other leg is other side, is a negative body language. Cold shoulders. Shoulders are cold. This lying shoulders. This is not any body language. Body position is very very important. It's one kind of one good sort of body language. Hand gestures. Hand gestures are very very important. Friendly, positive. Hand gestures, open hands. Open hands is you are honest. You are honest. Open hands are very friendly moment. Touching your hands mildly is important. Hand, hand to chest. The hands you have to be at the chest level. You have to keep. This is a positive body language. Negative, tapping fingers. This is a negative body language. Closed hands. Closed hands is a body language. Finger wagging, this is also the negative body language. Next, I would like to give small top 10 communication skills. Top 10 communication skills. Listening is the first part. You everyone has to listen properly, then only you will acquire the good communication skills. Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal is means body language, whatever we are discussed right now. Posture, gestures, tapping finger, shoulders, eyes, these are all non-verbal communication. Take care. Clarify and concession. If you have any doubt, you have to ask the clarification, the person. But that's important. Friendliness is very very important. Communication to proper communication. Confidence also very important. Don't fear about the language. Everybody don't fear about the mistakes. Mistakes are common, error is common, but you go speak English or something, any language, confident. Others, I think coming to a small baby, baby doesn't bother about her mistakes. She speaks whatever she want. So the similar way, those who are in the initially learner or someone, whether what you are expressing, your feelings maybe what you have understand or not. So I hope that you have to understand it. Friendliness is very very important, and confidence is important, and listening and clarify your concession. Confidence, empathy also important. You have to show empathy for someone. Empathy and open mindedness is important. You should not hide anything. Respect others. This way, sir, tell me, sir, okay, what should we, how I am helpful to you, what way I am helpful to you. This giving respect is it is a reciprocate manner. Giving respect to and taking respect is a reciprocal. It is vice versa. Feedback also. While after giving a seminar or anything, you have to ask feedback for your friend or your teacher, someone else, your neighbor or father, mother. How my communication skills are? How is my speech today? How was my presentation today? You have to take feedback. The feedback gives you good strength, and then if you did any mistakes, you can avoid in the next presentation. Picking right medium is also very very important. I would like to mention here that some barriers are there. The barriers in the communication skills. Poor listening skills are biggest barrier. Second one is in a in attention. Inattention is the no concentration. Next, having emotional feelings also barrier. Don't have any kind of emotions or good or bad while listening someone. Don't have pre-texted and pre-mind with emotions while listening someone. Having bad or about something listening, you feel bad only. Poor retention also is a biggest barrier. Unclarified assumptions. You have unclarified assumptions. If anyone has, that is a barrier. Don't have any kind of assumptions. ఎలాంటి ఊహల్లో ఉండకూడదు. Less mistrust. You mistrust is one barrier. Don't be any trust is important to acquire good communication. Different perceptions. Having everyone has a perception, but don't bother about perceptions. Information overloaded. Don't be gather more information, but whatever you acquire, whatever you learn, this you practice it. More information also overkill. It's a barrier of communication. Listen and learn less and acquire more. Misinterpretation also very important. And vagueness, clarity is important. Vagueness is barrier. Unclearness and poor feedbacks. If you are feedback, if you are a graduate or something, if you take the feedback from illiterate about English, how, what sense of feedback you will given to you? Don't take the such a kind of. You take the feedback above your position. The competent person is he has to give feedback. Wrong and worthless feedbacks we should not take from other worthless persons. Wrong selection of medium is also. If you are a Telugu video student, if you wanted to pursue the Tamil or Malayala, but how we possible to acquire the good communication skills? Though you choose the right medium of instruction. Closed mind also very very big. Don't be close and be open, and impatience also important. Thank you for student. This is for about the introduction about communication skills about today. This is enough for today. We will meet in the next class. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you, one and all.